Hello, everyone, and welcome to Holt, Michigan. We got a good one on tap for you tonight. The DeWitt Panthers are in town. They're taking on the Holt Rams in Week 6 of the MHSAA Game of the Week on OEM TV. I'm Colton Wesley. Thank you so much for joining us. Going to be a good one tonight. The Panthers come in 5-0, the premier program in the region as of this moment. The Holt Rams, they got something to say about it. They think they can do something here. They've had a good season, a couple of close losses, most notably to Grand Ledge on this field 2 weeks ago, 30-24. CAAC Blue is unrelenting. This is a difficult division to do well in. This Rams team currently holding strong, but they want to make a push towards the top of the table as this season starts to wind down. We're starting to do the playoff points math and all that. We're into the final 3 weeks of the regular season, and we are grateful that you are joining us for this week's Game of the Week on OEM TV. Today's game is presented by the Robert Dowding Group at Keller Williams Realty. They spend a lot of time working in different communities, but the message is always the same. The housing market is hot, it is complicated, and it is complex. So what can you do? You can work with a real estate professional who is patient, understanding, and dedicated to working with you, not through you. That real estate agent is Mid-Michigan's own Robert Dowding at Keller Williams Realty. Whether you're buying, selling, or unsure of what to do next, the Robert Dowding Group will take time to help you achieve your next step. Find them on Facebook at the Robert Dowding Group or call them 517-853-6390. That's 517-853-6390. Rams will kick off to the Panthers right to left across your screen. To get this one underway, Rams in the brown shirts, brown pants, brown helmets. Panthers in the blue helmets, white shirts, and white pants. Ball on the tee for the Rams. Jack Fisher, one of the better kickers in the area, tends to put them high and short, try to deny the deep men an opportunity to return. We'll see what he does to open things for the Rams. In Week 6, the sun is setting behind us. It's a beautiful night for football in mid-Michigan. Temperatures hovering around 80 degrees, and they should drop as the evening goes on. Fisher with the run-up and the kick, and we're underway. It's a high, short kick. It'll be fair caught at the 34-yard line by Cooper Chambers, the running back.
Cooper Chambers goes for the fair catch.
And the Panthers will take over at their own 34-yard line. But you can't talk about the Panthers without talking about Travers Moore. Leads this team in rushing and passing, 726 rushing yards, 375 passing yards, 17 total touchdowns coming into this week. And he will lead the Panthers as they start from their own 35-yard line. The snap, some trickery on the first snap. Give around the left side over the 40, breaking through midfield, and he could go. Channing Ridley inside the 30, inside the 10. He's going to score on the first snap of the game, 65 yards, and the Panthers make an early statement. Channing Ridley lining up tight. This is what the Panthers love to do. They love to line up guys tight on the formation and bring them across the formation, try to create some deception. Ridley gets the ball. He finds a seam up the middle and houses it 65 yards. And the Panthers take a 6-0 lead on the first play from scrimmage. Extra point up coming for the lefty, Vincent Rose. Snap good, spot down, kick is up, and he sneaks it inside the right upright.
Vincent Rose's extra point is good.
Well, that did not take long. Panthers take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 0.
Mere seconds into this ball game. Tanuki's Trading Post is Lansing's anime store, located at 1910 East Michigan Avenue in Lansing. Tanuki's Trading Post is the best place in Lansing to find Gundam models and build kits, anime figures and merchandise, manga, trading card games, and of course, their collection of anime soundtracks on vinyl. Tanukis is a friendly and inviting place where everyone is welcome. Events and build days are happening all the time. Open from 12 to 9 every day but Wednesday. Tanukis Trading Post at 1910 East Michigan in Lansing. Come for the anime, stay for the shenanigans. So we're 30 seconds in, and the Panthers have a 7-0 lead. 65 yards, Channing Ridley on the first play from scrimmage for those of you who might just be joining us.
Vincent Rose to kick off for the Panthers.
They did not waste any time in getting that ground game going. So we'll see what the Rams can do to respond.
For the Rams.
Rose has the ball on the tee. Ladon Hatcher back deep, along with Michael Williams for the Rams. As the Panthers team averaging over 40 points a game this season, they hung 58 on East Lansing a week ago. So not surprising that this offense is going to cook. Rose hangs this one high, fielded at the 2, and stumbling over the 20-yard line to the 21 is Micah Williams. And that's where the Rams will begin.
Receives.
Starting quarterback for the Rams is Ethan Melville, 40 of 71, 562 passing yards, and 5 touchdowns. His crucial complement, Ladon Hatcher, 556 rushing yards on 94 carries, and 8 touchdowns this season. A more balanced approach for the Rams. Missing Michael Amory out with a broken bone in his leg for the rest of the season. That's a huge loss for this Rams offense. We'll see what they can do without him. Toss sweep right side. Ladon Hatcher looking for the corner, and he is not going to find it. He'll get dropped back at the 18-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play.
Ladon Hatcher carries the ball for Holt. Brought down by Miller Wing.
Starting lineup for the Holt Rams on the offensive line. Weston Walker, Carlos Gill, Charvel Manuel, Anthony Powell, Liam Sweat. The backs and receivers, Ladon Hatcher, Michael Williams, Manolo Williams, Bryson DeSmith. And, of course, quarterbacking Ethan Melville. Trip set to the left for Melville. One receiver to the right. Empty backfield. One tight end in the formation. He's going to take it himself on the QB draw, and there's not much there for him. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of 2 on the run.
Melville carries the ball.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 10, ball on the 20-yard line.
Justin Martin of the Panthers. It is 4th down.
Melville, not much of a scamperer. They don't use him in the ground game too often. A little surprising that was the play call, trying to catch him out with something a little bit different, maybe something that isn't on the tape as much. Three receiver set, Bryson DeSmith and Demarion Wilson. The receivers on the left side of the formation. You're going to see a lot more of Wilson at that X role that Michael Amory usually occupies. The snap, Melville looking, rolls to his right under pressure, throws it up. It is picked off. Did he get the feet down? He did not. Incomplete.
That's intended for Michael Williams from
I believe that was Cooper Chambers, the linebacker, in coverage.
out of bounds. That brings up 4th down.
That'll bring up 4th down and 10. The Rams go nowhere, and they bring on the punt offense.
The Jack Fisher on a punt.
So a rough start for this Rams squad. 0 for 1 on offense, 0 for 1 on defense. Usually Michael Amory is the starting punter, but into punt is Jack Fisher, the kicker. He laces this one on a hop, picked up at the 39-yard line by Landon Kurtz. Kurtz over midfield, looking for the corner, and he finds it. He's over the 30. Got a blocker in front down to the 20-yard line. A 41-yard return.
To the 20-yard line.
And the Panthers already in business, 9:39 to go in the first quarter.
Joe Hill. Down by Joe Hill.
Looking to add to this 7-0 lead.
For the Panthers.
After a great return by Michael Kurtz, or Landon Kurtz, rather. That tight formation for DeWitt up the middle, down to the 17-yard line. Tyler Bashore on the carry.
For the Panthers.
Gain of about 3 to bring up second down and 7.
Right down by Manola Williams. The second down.
3 receivers in the formation this time. Moore takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Bashore once again over the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gain of 3 on the carry. We're at third down and 4. Getting up to the line pretty quickly. Man in motion. They'll give it to him. It's Ridley around the left side. He's going to get right up to the line to gain before being hauled to the turf. But it looks like he got it. They're going to give him the 9-yard line.
Danny Ridley carries the ball.
Gain of 5 on the run, and that'll move to 6.
For DeWitt.
Getting up to the line quickly again, not wasting any time. Direct snap, Moore inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Gain of about 4.
Down by Bryson.
Second down and goal.
The Rams in his second down. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Three receivers in the set for Moore. Takes the snap. Fakes the give. Keeps it himself, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Moore in for a DeWitt Panther touchdown.
Two quick drives for the Panthers, and they lead 13-0. Exactly the start you wanted against an upstart Holt team looking for an upset. Snap good, spot down, kick is up, and Vincent Rose knocks it down, 14-0.
By Vincent Rose is good.
Panthers rolling early. We'll see if the Rams have a response. You're watching the Game of the Week on OEM TV. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. It's cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. So we'll see what Chad Folk is telling his guys down there on that sideline in an early 14-0 hole. Kind of the opposite of how the Grand Ledge game started. They played very well in the first half of that game, led 24-10 early in the third quarter. Thomas went on a 20-0 run down the stretch and ended up taking that game from the Rams here in Holt. But today's been a very different story. Holt on the wrong side of a 14-0 deficit as the moon rises in front of us here on the south side. Vincent Rose on to kick this away. Hatcher and Williams back deep to return another good kick into the end zone, and it will go for a touchback. So the Rams will start at their own 20-yard line. Got to get something going on this possession if you're the Holt Rams.
Holt Rams will take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Give your defense an opportunity to catch their breath a little bit. Start trimming into this deficit. Pistol strong to the right. They're going to bring Manola Williams, the tight end, in motion to the left side. They're going to give to the fullback, and they read that all the way. Tackle made in the backfield by Everett Cooper. They give the ball to James Gandy, the fullback. And they lose 4 on the run. No one fooled by the fullback power
and 14 to go for the Rams.
Out of that offset pistol formation. $7:15 to go in the first quarter. 14-0 Panthers early. Rams looking at 2nd and 14. They got an H-back up behind the left tackle and guard. Stepping up, Melville throws right side, trying to throw it on a stop route. It's picked off by Jaden Bender at the 30-yard line. Was looking for Michael Williams. Williams stopped at the top of his route, and either Melville overthrew him and missed him or thought he was going to keep going. In any case, it ends up in the hands of Jaden Bender, and it's DeWitt football. From bad to worse to nightmarish for the Holt Rams in the first quarter.
The Panthers take over the Holt 31-yard line.
Heavy set for the Panthers. Moore looking to throw. Got a man wide open inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line goes Ridley. He'll be hauled down at the 12. Gain of 19, getting Ridley involved early. Already got 89 total yards on 3 touches. We're not even halfway through the first quarter yet, and the Panthers already looking to add 6 more. Handoff Ridley up the middle inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line.
And Ridley carries the ball, brought down by James Gandy.
Cuts the distance to the goal line in half, makes it 2nd down and 4.
4 for the Panthers.
Another heavy set for Moore in the shotgun. Handoff to Bashore, and Bashore is taken down in the backfield. He was met at the handoff point. So much so that it looked like Moore was almost trying to run that as like a slow mesh kind of thing, trying to take the ball back from him maybe. It might have been intentionally an option, but in any case, the Rams saw that all the way. Not much there for him.
And 3 to go.
Call it a gain of 1. Third down and 3, ball on the 5-yard line. Another heavy set for DeWitt. Direct snap, base short to Moore. Moore around the right side. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. The Panthers pull out another trick.
For the DeWitt Panther touchdown.
And into the end zone goes Trav Moore for the second time in as many minutes. 5:21 to go in the first. And the Panthers are quickly turning this one into a rout. Extra point coming up for Vincent Rose. Snap good, spot down, kick is up, and he splits the uprights.
The extra point is good.
Panthers 21, Rams nothing. 5:21 to go in the first. It's been all DeWitt. We are Open-Ended Media, Michigan's full-service media company and official broadcast provider of the Capital Diamond Classic, Michigan State Women's Hockey, Red Cedar FC, Major League Indoor Soccer, and Detroit Mechanics Ultimate Frisbee. If your team or event needs a broadcast, whether it's a multi-camera setup with graphics or a simple audio play-by-play call, Open-Ended Media is here to help. Reach out at broadcasting@openendedmedia.com. So now what do you do if you're Chad Folk? You're down by 21 points with 5:21 to go in the first quarter. You have got to get this offense going. You've had the ball twice, and you've only gone backwards. -4 total yards and an interception. You've only had 1 positive play the whole game so far. That was the Ethan Melville quarterback draw.
So down after Michael Williams back to receive for the Rams.
Once again, back to receive Hatcher and Williams. Rose will send it on its way, and it'll go out for another touchback. Back-to-back touchbacks for Vincent Rose, and that is a valuable asset if you're the Panthers. Basically just get to skip the kickoff entirely. And it forces your opponents to have to go the full length of the field. 5:21 to go in the first. Let's see what the Rams can do here on offense this time. Melville's in the shotgun. He's got Hatcher next to him. Bryson to Smith in motion, tight end on the right side. Handoff, Hatcher tries to cut it back in the backfield, finds a bit of a lane, gets to the 24-yard line, gain of 4 on the run. But Hatcher got met behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to find a way to get up the field with these run blocks. Let Hatcher get to the second level before he starts to deal with defenders. Under 5 to go first quarter. DeWitt 21, Holt 0. Heavy set, handoff, Hatcher right up the gut. That's a good push from the offensive line. They get him down to the 28-yard line, gain of 4 again. That'll bring up third down in 2.
Don Hatcher carries the ball up the middle. Down by the interior of the Panther defense.
This one with a heavy set I formation. Let's try to push the pile, and they won the battle that time. We'll bring up third down and 2. Chad Folk trying to slow the game down. Trying to grind out some yardage on the ground. Another heavy set. Handoff to Hatcher, and he gets over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Got up to the line quickly and snapped it quickly.
For the Rams.
Trying to catch the Panthers off guard just a little bit, and it works out. So 3 straight runs for the Rams by LaDon Hatcher. They pick up 11 yards on the 3 carries and move the chains for the first time. And if that's what you need to get your offense settled, now maybe you can open up the playbook a little bit more. In the shotgun, 2 receivers split wide to the left. They're going to send to Smith in motion again. Melville takes the snap. Play action. Quick throw on a slant left side. He overthrows Micah Williams.
After Ethan Melville. Intended for
and
Mary Wilson.
Ian Sosaby
second down and 10.
Was licking his chops at that one. It fell in front of him, right at his feet. But now the Rams are starting to run the ball a little more effectively. They try to get the linebackers to commit, open up that space over the middle, the slant route. They think they can win the one-on-one on the outside, but the pass is nowhere near its intended target. Melville 0 for 2 early on in this one. 3:37 to go first quarter. Trip set to the left from Melville in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Melville looking. Under pressure immediately. Going to get hit. Going to go down. Back at the 22-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play. Braylon Wright Moore gets in there for the sack. And now the Rams are looking at 3rd and 19.
Brought down there by Braylon Wright.
They'll spot him up at the 23, so call it 3rd and 18. Line to gain is the 41. Ball spotted at the 23. Approaching the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Three receivers. Melville by himself in the shotgun. 4 down for the Panthers. They send 4. Melville, quick throw, right side. It's knocked up in the air and incomplete. Brandon Mensing bats it down at the line of scrimmage.
By Brendan Mensing.
And the Rams will have to punt it away again.
For Holt.
First 3 plays, they hand the ball off to LaDon Hatcher. Next 3 plays, they try to throw the ball. An incompletion, a sack, and a batted ball. And the punt team is on once again. Getting it away, a high, good kick It'll be fair caught at the 38-yard line.
Jack Fisher's punt. Fair caught.
39-yard punt by Jack Fisher. No return off the fair catch. And with 2:33 to go in the first quarter, the Panthers offense will take over at about their own 38-yard line.
This is with Panther ball from their own 38-yard line. First and 10.
Three receiver set. Moore in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Steps up, throws. Got a man up at the 45. Nice little dead leg move from Landon Kearns to get the first down up to midfield. Gain of 12 on the catch. Just finds the soft spot in the zone and sits in it. Just a little hitch route. Very simple concept, simple pattern. And the Panthers are already in Holt territory. Direct snap to Bayshore up the middle, over the 40, down to the 36-yard line before the Rams finally catch him. And the ball comes out. It's picked up by DeWitt. Ball comes out, picked up by Bender. Jaden Bender inside the 10, 5, touchdown. You can advance a fumble.
Ball was fumbled and picked up by number 11.
And sometimes it's just not your day. And for the Holt Rams, it's not their day. Jaden Bender scooped up the ball at the 36-yard line and scampered the rest of the way after the 14-yard run by Tyler Bayshore. Oh, my goodness. $27-0, and the extra point makes it 28.
Vincent Rose kick. Extra point is good. Which makes the score.
If you want to pull off an upset, you can't have stuff like that not go your way. And man, Rams think you think you did something, right? You knocked the ball free. It's a loose ball. You got a shot at something, and then all of a sudden there goes Jaden Bender taking off down the sideline. And with 2:03 to go in the first, it's 28-0. And I think as much as DeWitt came in as the favorite in this one, I don't know if a whole lot of people thought it was going to be 28-0 in the first quarter. And some of that is circumstance, some of that is a little bit of bad luck, but my goodness, this is a very impressive DeWitt team. They did beat East Lansing 58-7 a week ago. They beat Waverly 55-0 a couple weeks back, so they're capable of putting the hurt on teams. But this was a whole team that thought that they were going to give DeWitt a test, and they have not done that here at Michael Smith Memorial in Holt. Vincent Rose set to kick it away once more. Panthers 28, Rams 0. 2:03 to go first quarter. Rose puts his foot into it. It'll be returned from the 5 by Michael Williams, trying to get an outside lane over the 20 down to the 23-yard line, and he'll be pushed out of bounds there.
Michael Williams receives the ball around the bounds by number 33, Connor Hamilton.
So the Rams are 0 for 3 on offense, a punt, an interception, and a punt. They have -1 total yards. They had something going on the last drive. On the first three plays of the drive, they picked up 11 yards, and then they immediately went backwards.
Ball placed at the 24-yard line.
So we'll see what they can do starting at their own 24-yard line, which is somehow their best field position to start a drive today. Pistol set off to the right. Handoff, fullback Gandy, not going to get anywhere. Got a yard on this one. They ran that play earlier and they lost 4 yards. This time they get a yard. It'll bring up second down and 9. It's one of the advantages of that offset pistol formation. You get a running back on one side of the formation. You get a running back deep in the formation, and you have the quarterback. It's designed for misdirection.
And 9 for the Rams.
Obviously, the pistol got its they finds its origins back in like the Colin Kaepernick days with Nevada. You use that to try to create some misdirection, but no one is buying it from the Panthers right now. Second down, and they're calling it 8. Ball just across the 25-yard line. Play action. Melville throws into the flat. Got a man. Bryson DeSmith going to get hauled down at the 27-yard line. That's a great tackle in the open field. I believe that was Miller Wing on the tackle.
Melville. Stopped right away there by Miller Wing.
That's a really good tackle in open space.
And 7 to go.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 7 with under a minute to go in the first quarter. Melville gets his orders from Chad Folk. Rams break the huddle. 35 seconds to go in the first. Trip set to the left. No receivers on the right side of the formation for Melville. Takes the snap. Blitz comes, and he is going to tuck it and be dropped back at the 22-yard line. He saw nothing but the rush. Loss of 5. I think that's Everett Cooper who got in there.
Number 10.
Jacob Scorfar in there as well.
Down for the Rams.
That is just Scorfar in on the sack. Loss of 5, and that's going to take us.
That is the end of the first quarter. With your scores, DeWitt Panthers 28.
To the end
0.
of 1. Two teams just in different worlds right now. The DeWitt Panthers, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns.
This quarter, we'd like to thank our
178 yards of offense in the first quarter for the Panthers. For the Rams, -8.
In Holt, tailgaters of Holt, Holly Benson, Farmers Insurance.
Located in downtown Mason, Keen's Store Company is the store with just a little bit of everything, from fine clothing and quirky candies. Keen's is meant to feel comfortable, friendly, and down home. Open 7 days a week, Keen's is a perfect getaway when needing a little bit of me-time retail therapy. And with great customer service and an unparalleled attention to detail, Keen's is where you need to be when you want to be you again.
And Billy 21.
So we're off to the second quarter now. Holt moving left to right across your radio in this period. 4th down and long. The snap back to Fisher to punt this one away. Another rocket off his foot. Fair caught at the 43-yard line. 30-yard line or no return.
By number 11, Jaden Bender.
And the Panthers will start at their own 43-yard line.
The Panthers will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Still 3 quarters of football to play, but it's tough to do that if you're the Rams right now, especially on the defensive side of the ball where you've just been gouged. And on the last drive, you thought you forced a fumble, and that turned into a touchdown for the offense as Jaden Bender scooped up the loose ball and took it 36 yards for the score. 3 receiver set for Moore in the shotgun. Takes the snap, quick throw right side, got him in at the 48-yard line. He'll be caught and dropped right there. That's Bender on the reception. Gain of 5.
Jaden Bender is complete. Stopped there by John Hatcher. It is 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers.
Another heavy shotgun set. Snap to Moore. Going to try to take it himself. Has to elude one guy in the backfield. That's going to be holding on DeWitt. But the Rams get in there with a vengeance, and they catch him from behind. That's a good play there by Blake Bristow. Excuse me.
Line number 9,
Bristow was behind the play. He was the one who got held all the way back in the backfield. He breaks off the hold and is able to track back down to the play and make the stop. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Panthers, the first penalty of the ball game. So because it's a spot foul, it's 10 yards from the spot, unless the foul occurs in the backfield, in which case it is assessed from the original line of scrimmage.
10 yards from the previous spot. The 2nd down.
And instead of taking 3rd down and 8 or so, Chad Folk opting to back up the DeWitt offense and take 2nd down and about 15, 16, ball on the 38-yard line. The snap, Moore rolls to his right, got a man in the flat, wide open, score far, up to midfield, lowers the shoulder, big hit out there. He's close to the sticks. LaDon Hatcher gave a big hit and took a big hit. Pick up a 13 on the play.
Number 5, LaDon Hatcher.
And I'll bring up 3rd down. They're going to get to the line quickly out of the shotgun. Direct snap up the middle to the line to gain and got it. Bayshore on the carry to the 44-yard line, gain of 5.
Bayshore carries the ball up the middle for the Panthers.
53 yards on 4 carries for Bayshore so far, including a 31-yard scamper. And, of course, the run that turned into the fumble, which turned into the touchdown. 10:45, clock moving, 2nd quarter. DeWitt 28, Holt 0. Man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Moore over the middle. Got a man down the seam, incomplete. Jacob Scorfar, the intended target, got tripped up by LaDon Hatcher at the very end of that play, but that ball was overthrown, and that probably factored into the no foul decision. 10:35 to go, 2nd quarter. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. They'll scrimmage from the 44. Tight shotgun set, direct snap, Bayshore up the middle over the 40. Stopped at the 37-yard line, gain of 7 on the run.
Tyler Bayshore carrying for the Panthers. Brought down by number 19.
Approaching 10 minutes to go in the second. Rams with another opportunity to get off the field on 3rd down. Line to gain is the 34. 2 receivers in the formation. They're going to bring a man in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Bayshore over the 35. Cuts it inside over the 30. All down at the 27-yard line. Gain of 10 on the run. Panthers really good at this misdirection game. They bring guys across the formation. They just move the eyes of the linebackers. He forces them to follow someone who isn't going to get the ball. And in that case, it's Channing Ridley, who on the first snap of the game ripped off a 65-yard run doing exactly that. Now they're going to set up 4 receivers on the right. Unguarded receiver on the left side is Caleb Heyman, and he's going to walk into the end zone. The Rams were confused. It was a 5-receiver empty set. 4 of them were split out on the right side. No one was on the same side of the field as Caleb Heyman. And into the end zone he goes for the touchdown. Five drives, 5 touchdowns for the Panthers offense. Extra point upcoming for Vincent Rose. Snap good. Spot down. Kick is up. It is good. $9:47 to go in the second quarter.
Vincent Rose is good.
There's only so much you can do at this point. Keep up with everything MHSAA on social media. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for tournament updates, event announcements, video highlights, and high school sports news from around the state. It's the best way to connect with the MHSAA every single day on social media and MHSAA.com. Ball on the tee, Vincent Rose. Once again, Hatcher and Williams back deep for the Rams, 9:47 to go. Run up and the kick. It'll be fielded at the 4-yard line by Williams. Up over the 15, angling to his right, gets away from one tackler, has a seam to the 27-yard line. He'll be spun down there.
Michael Williams receives the ball. By
So the Rams offense out there for the 5th time tonight.
Jonathan Hillard. All Rams.
Every single drive of theirs has started inside their own 30-yard line,
27-yard line.
and none of them have ended beyond their own 23-yard line. That's how today has gone for the Holt Rams offense. Still on the negative side of offense right now. 9:40 to go in the second. 2 receivers set to the left, I formation behind Melville up under center. Smith in motion. Handoff. Hatcher has to run away. Again, he gets hit hard at the 26-yard line, and a late flag comes in. Got hit hard
Hatcher carries the ball
up around the helmet, and that's going to be 15 every time, and that's going to be a free first down for the Rams. Hatcher was on his way to the ground and just got hit up near the helmet, and they're always going to be on the lookout for that, especially in high school, trying to discourage it.
Personal foul, target on the defense, 15-yard penalty. It'll be first down.
So it is targeting is the official call, but unlike college, it's not a disqualification foul, so no one's getting thrown out of the game for that. 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. Handoff. Hatcher cuts it up over the 45. Flags fly, but Hatcher takes off into Panther territory over the 30. Makes the man miss inside the 20, down to the 10. Hatcher to the goal line, and he scores. There's a flag down. We'll have to see what that's all about.
Hatcher carrying the ball for the Rams.
LaDon Hatcher
in for a touchdown, but there's a
showing his athleticism, and now he just found out about the flag. And for all intents and purposes, you expect this to come back, and it will. First flag of the Holt Rams, and it wipes away what would have been a 59-yard touchdown run. Rams just cannot get out of their own way. It'll be a 10-yard penalty assessed from the previous spot this time.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
They'll bring up 1st and 20. One step forward, one step back for this Rams offense. They'll scrimmage from their own 31. Line to gain is the Panthers' 49. Offset eye, power left. Handoff, Hatcher. Trying to find a lane on the outside, nothing. Loss of about 2 on the run.
The Rams, by number 45, Justin Bartman.
Under 9 to go, second quarter. They're going to set 2 receivers out to the left. Offset eye, power right. Melville up under center. Takes the snap, fakes the give, rolls to his right. Pressure comes, throws up in the air, wants his man to midfield. It is incomplete. It's a great defensive play by Griffin Brayman to get a hand in there. Manola Williams, the tight end, was the target. Brayman catches up to that ball, gets a hand right in between Williams' hands. He watched the hands and made the play defensively. That's really, really good defensive work from Griffin Brayman to break up what would have been a first down. Now it's 3rd and 20. Melville stood in, withstood the pressure that time, and delivered a good pass, but Brayman just a little bit better in defense. Trip set to the right for the Rams. 8:23 to go, second quarter. Melville from the gun. Panthers rush 4. Melville throws right side, incomplete. And Rams coaches want a flag, but that ball was definitely uncatchable, intended for Bryson DeSmith, but was way out in front of him. And once again, the punt team will come on.
Ball's incomplete and brings up 4th down.
Rams cannot buy a bucket on offense right now. 8:17 to go. They trail 35-0 here in the second quarter. Fourth punt of the game for Jack Fisher, averaging about 35 yards a boot so far. Up in the air. It will be fielded at the 36-yard line. Ball's on the ground, and falling on it is the return man. I believe that's Ian Sosabe. Excuse me, that was Caden Martin Seaborn. It was number 9. Ian Sosabe.
On the coverage.
For some reason, decided he wanted to try to field and return that one. 33-yard punt by Jack Fisher. Loss of 2 on the return. And DeWitt will start at their own 34-yard line. This is DeWitt's worst starting field position of the game, and it is better than Holt's best starting field position of the game. 8:10 to go in the second quarter. 3 receivers set. Fakes the give. Moore got a lane over the 40. Got more of a lane. Gets hauled down by the shoulder pad over midfield to the 48-yard line. Flag comes out, and I think the ref thought that was a face mask. They're going to tack on 15 more, it seems.
With the keeper, carries the ball.
It was the ref on this near side who saw the shoulder pad pop free. No, excuse me, it's be holding on DeWitt. I thought the referee saw the same thing I did, saw the shoulder pad pop out. From up here, it looked like he got dragged down by the shoulder pad. I thought the ref saw a horse collar or a face mask, but apparently not. It's going to be holding on DeWitt, and that's going to bring it back to the 43-yard line.
Illegal block in the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Not sure where that. Where it happened is obvious based on the spot of the ball, but I'm not sure who that was on. In any case, call that a gain of 8 on the penalty for the Panthers. It doesn't go down as a rushing play technically. It's a negative 8-yard holding penalty. 3 receivers for Moore, takes the snap, fakes the give, rolls to his right, now feels the heat, throws up in the air, and incomplete. Just kind of threw that one into some traffic. Was trying to get it into Channing Ridley, but Cruz Diaz was there. Excuse me, Latarian Perkins, rather, was there on the coverage, wearing number 19 out there. Second down and 2. 7:45 to go second quarter. 3 receivers set for the Panthers. Everyone in the box for the Rams. Handoff up the middle. First down up to the 49-yard line. They'll drag him to midfield. Bayshore again on the carry. Gain of 8 that time.
Tyler Bayshore carries the ball for DeWitt.
83 yards on 7 carries for Tyler Bayshore. He's having a great game. 3 receivers set. Another handoff to Bayshore. This time he's going to be met closer to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be brought down to about the 45-yard line. Second down and 5 coming up on the 45-yard line.
Briscoe of the Rams. It is second down and 5.
As the clock moves down towards 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Heavy set. Moore fakes the handoff, takes it himself. He's got a lane over the 35 outside. Trav Moore, house call. Touchdown, Panthers. No answer. Nothing. 6 drives, 6 touchdowns.
More in for the DeWitt Panther touchdown.
Panthers rolling. 7 minutes even to go in the second. Vincent Rose. Trying to make it 6 for 6 on PATs tonight. Snap good, spot down, kick is up, and he shoots it through the uprights. The Panthers have found the answer to life, the universe, and everything in the first half. 42-0. They lead the Holt Rams with 7 minutes to go in quarter number 2. And I said this earlier, I really thought this was going to be a better game than this. I mean, Panthers were obviously a heavy favorite, and for good reason. It's a very good team, but this Rams team, they're not bad. They almost beat Grand Ledge. They held Mason to 19 points back in week 1. The undaunted Ram fans will still ba-ba-ba during Sweet Caroline, so they got that going for them right now. But honestly, that's about the only thing that Holt's got going for them right now. They have not looked this bad this season. Big wins over Schwartz Creek and Flick Carmen Ainsworth. Big win over Okemos last week. Did not think this was in the cards tonight. But here we are. Seven minutes to go in the first half. Panthers with 6 touchdowns, the Rams with none. Rose puts his foot into it. Return by Williams. Up over the 20, angling to his right. And he'll run out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Michael Williams carries the ball for the Rams. Right out of bounds at about the 20, 25-yard line. And the Rams will take over first and 10.
So let's see what the Rams can do offensively here. Try to get something going here as the first half winds down. Offset pistol power left. They're going to motion Manolo Williams to that side of the field as well. Hand off to the fullback, and that's the third time they've run that play, and it's the third time it hasn't worked. Gandy loses a yard.
Number 88, James Gandy carries for the Rams.
They try to motion Williams over. They're just trying to get the defense to shift over to that side, create some space, but then they run it back to the short side of the field with the fullback. Whatever the Rams are dialing up, it's not working. The only success they've had on offense was one set of downs where they just handed the ball off to LaDon Hatcher in a heavy set 3 downs in a row. And a 15-yard penalty on the Panthers. Ace set. Play action. Melville throws in the flat. It is incomplete. That's good coverage out there by Miller Wing again.
And that's intended for Bryson DeSmith.
Bryson DeSmith, the target.
Knocked down there by Miller Wing of the Panthers. It is third down and 11 for Holt.
Third down coming up with the Rams. 6:07 to go second quarter. We've reached a running clock threshold, but we are not at a running clock time yet. When we get into the third quarter, this would be running clock. But in the second quarter, they do not go to running clock rules, even if it is 42 points. Trip set to the right, all on the short side of the field. Nickel package for the Panthers. Now they're going to bring DeSmith across the formation. Out of the shotgun, Melville takes the snap. Rush comes, steps up through the pocket over the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. Gain of about 8 on the scamper. He's going to come up short of the sticks.
Brought down by Justin Bartman.
And the punt unit will come on.
Down for the Rams.
They got Caden Martin Seymour back deep to return. Landon Kurtz back there as well. High snap, brought down by Fisher. Sends it high in the end over end. It'll be fielded at the 35-yard line. 34-yard punt, no return.
Landon Kearns with the fair catch.
Ball will be spotted at about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line. 34-yard line. First and 10.
That scamper by Melville puts the Rams into positive offense for the day, but just 2 first downs for the Rams so far. Fakes the give. Trav Moore right up the gut, over the 45 down to midfield. They're trying to strip it out of there. Moore going to get hauled down at the 49-yard line. Gain of 18 on the run. He's already got 3 touchdowns on the ground today. 57 yards on 5 carries.
First down.
Under 5 minutes to go in the second. Clock will stop so they can reset the chains.
Ball placed at the 48-yard line of the Panthers.
Three receiver set. Quick throw left side. Caught by Bender over the 45. Skips past 2 defenders at the 40, and he shoved out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 2 defenders hit each other when he hit that back step at the 40-yard line. Gain of 14 from Bender. Tiptoeing down the sideline, stays in bounds.
The first down for DeWitt.
Just hits back on the right stick, and there you go. Gain of 14. Rolling to his right, Moore, lots of time, throws right, got a man over the 25-yard line, and Bender slips as he's trying to turn up the field at the 21-yard line. Gain of 13.
Once again to Jaden Bender.
3 catches for Bender now for 42 yards, and that 36-yard fumble recovery touchdown.
They do it first down.
4:15 to go second quarter. Handoff up the middle. Bayshore lowers his shoulder, bowls over a defender. He's inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Gain of 17. And the Rams, that defense has got to be gassed, even though we're still in the second quarter. She's been out there so much in this first half. Panthers getting up to the line quickly. Moore in the shotgun, takes the snap, handoff, pushing to the goal line. And is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Bayshore, Donovan Hillard. His first carry of the ball game goes for a touchdown. 48-0 Panthers. Vincent Rose trying to get an extra point's worth of extra points. He's already got a touchdown. Snap good, spot down, kick is up. And Vincent Rose is 7 of 7. And so is the Panthers offense. 7 drives, 7 touchdowns. Any numbers I say on the broadcast are unofficial because I'm just doing my own math over here. But from where I sit, I've got the Panthers with 366 offensive yards in this first half. And, of course, 7 drives that have resulted in 7 touchdowns. Three 3:56 to go. At halftime, we will show the band performance, the Holt band performance, and they're coming out in these all-white uniforms that seem to be lit up with Christmas lights. So it's going to be fun, whatever's going on. Whatever's going on at halftime, I don't want to be mean, but it might be more compelling than what we've seen on the field so far. It has been some first half. 3:56 to go. Kicked away to Michael Williams. Williams going to take it out on the near side up to the 20. Cuts it back over the 25 down to the 28-yard line. Flag flies. Probably going to bring this one back. Return out to the 28-yard line.
Brings it up.
And I don't blame Williams for bringing that out. You might as well at this point. You're losing by 49 points. There's got to be an element of you just kind of want to get to halftime if you're Holt. But you really want to do something offensively because you have shown absolutely nothing so far.
Block in the back. On the return. Penalty from the spot. First down.
So illegal block in the back will set him back to the 12-yard line. Three receiver set for Melville in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to keep it himself on the draw. Loses two.
Ethan Melville keeps it. Stop there by number 21. Mark Strawn.
When we do get to halftime, we will have the Holt High School Marching Band performance, as well as this week in the MHSAA. We'll get you caught up on other scores from around the area. Big weekend of sports coming up. The divisional series in baseball. Tigers Mariners this weekend. Jays Yankees on the other side of that bracket. So we'll talk more about what's coming up this weekend. Big weekend of college football and the NFL as well. That's going to go all the way back into the end zone. Ethan Melville scooping up the fumble at the goal line, retreating all the way out, just takes the safety. So that's something that you'll see a punter do from time to time. If the snap is over their heads in the safety, they'll just kick it out the back of the end zone because you don't want it to go for a defensive touchdown. But Melville scooped up that ball near the front of the end zone. And he just kind of gave up on the play. I don't know. That might have just been like a misunderstanding of what his instructions are in that situation. Well, tack on two more for the Panthers, 51-0. 2:56 to go in the first half. I don't know. The snap was off. It hit the ground. Melville scoops it up. And you see, like I said, punters in that situation will pretty commonly just boot the ball out the back of the end zone. But Melville scooped up the ball in the front of the end zone. He could have tried to throw that or something, try to scramble around maybe. Maybe he just decided it wasn't worth it given the circumstances and just walked out the back of the end zone instead. So after all that, the Rams back in the negative numbers when it comes to total yards. And there was a penalty in the aftermath as well. Some kind of penalty backs up the Rams to their own 20 for the kickoff. On the return, Jaden Bender into Rams territory down to the 29-yard line. So a penalty that wasn't announced up to us here in the box. Backs up the Rams for the kickoff. Jaden Bender makes them pay. Lots of room to work with on the return. And he gets the ball all the way to the Holt 29. And the Panthers are in business looking to add to even more to this lead. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Handoff up the middle. Hillard lowers the shoulder down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 9 on the run.
Donovan Hillard carrying the ball for DeWitt. Caught by James Gandy.
Under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rams is trying to get to halftime. Play action. Moore up the middle. Keeps it to the 15-yard line. He'll be brought down there. Gain of 5 on the run. I have to imagine we will not be seeing Trav Moore in the second half.
Griffin Brayman carries the ball for the Panthers. Got by number 59, Chris Nico. It is a first down for DeWitt.
That is, in fact, not Trav Moore. It is Griffin Brayman, who has entered the ball game for the Panthers. He gains 5 on the run. Brayman in the backfield next to Hillard. 3 receiver set. Under a minute to go in the first. I think the Panthers are just trying to run this clock now. Handoff up the middle, lowering the shoulder. Hillard inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. They're letting him play it out. Now finally he gets thrown back at the 8-yard line. Gain of 7 from Hillard.
Donovan Hillard.
And I don't know if the Panthers are trying to score on this drive or not. There's not a lot of urgency. They ran a lot of time before snapping the football. We'll find out on this snap what they intend to do. Brayman with the ball at the 8-yard line. Got Hillard next to him. Hand off to Hillard. Right up the gut. Tries to bounce it outside. Doesn't get anywhere. No gain on the play. 10 seconds to go in the half, and the Panthers are just going to let this half expire.
Stop there by 6-7.
A Zealy stomping of a first half. DeWitt 51, Holt 0. We are going to step aside. It's time for the band. So we're going to let the band take over. You are watching the MHSAA Game of the Week on OEM TV.
DeWitt Panthers 51, Holt Rams 0. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a light show here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 edition of the Holt Ram Marching Band. The director of band is Mr. Michael Anderson. Our featured twirler is Junior Tony Spears. The band is under the field leadership of drum bass, sophomore Shayla Tran, junior Alex Johnson, and medium Golden Music. Tonight we present our 2025 halftime show, Rhythm Revolution. First up on the podium is drum major Sailor Tran to lead the band, and it's Jeff Punk Medley. Please welcome drum major Oliver Press to the podium for the 2013 rock anthem, Pompeii. Senior drum major Morgan Melatonis will now lead the band in a hit from the group Fallout Boy. This is My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. We now direct your attention to the field as we welcome every band student from the Holt Junior High for our White Show finale. TBC, we know and love. We begin with some retro fun. Welcome Morgan Menelicotis to the podium for our first combined performance. I know some of you know the words to the original theme from Batman. Please direct your attention to the field as we welcome the amazing elementary students to join our Holt Band color guard. Next, the band rocks out with the Pink Panther and Scooby-Doo. Drum Major Oliver Prush takes the reins for these classics. Here's one that lots of the kids will remember. Drum Major Santa Tran leads the band in the wonderful theme from Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. Now, how about we hear this group of over 400 students sing the greatest fight song on the planet? This is your Holt Band fight song.
Thank you to the Holt High School Marching Band for their halftime performance. Coming up next, this week in high school sports from the MHSAA.
Guard coordinator, player instructor, 8012. Regional player instructor and regional coordinator, 79.
Applications for the Scholar Athlete Award are now being accepted, and boys soccer postseason play kicks off with the district round next week. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. There have been many changes throughout the history of the MHSAA. New sports have been added. Rules change. One thing you can count on year after year is the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. This is the 37th year of working with Farm Bureau on these awards. Since the 1988-89 school year, Farm Bureau has handed out more than $1 million in scholarships for the Scholar Athlete Award. Seniors with an unrounded 3.5 or better grade point average who have earned at least one varsity letter in an MHSAA-sponsored sport are eligible to apply. Ultimately, 32 student athletes will be selected to receive $2,000 college scholarships. Applications are now being accepted for the award. Everything you need to apply can be found online at MHSAA.com, and the application deadline is at 4 p.m. on Friday, December 5th. Finalists will be announced in late January. The scholarship winners will be announced throughout the month of February, and the scholarship winners will be honored during the boys basketball finals at the Breslin Center in East Lansing in March. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Adrian kicker Zach Hassan. He drilled a 37-yard field goal as time expired to give Adrian a 3-0 win over Ypsilanti Lincoln. The win moves Adrian to 4-1 and gives Lincoln their first loss of the year. Kingsford junior Gage Sorensen also booted home a game-winning field goal, this from 23 yards with 33 seconds left, which gave Kingsford a 17-15 win over Calumet. And in 8-player football, Norway did not need a last-second field goal to knock off Pickford. After losing to Pickford each of the past 3 years, Norway defeated the Panthers 44-6, improving to 5-0.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee. No matter their GPA or your household income, or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree, or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We are on the pitch today for a field hockey You Make the Call. During the execution of a penalty corner, the defending goalkeeper is struck on the hand and cannot continue. How is play resumed? Allow a properly equipped goalkeeper to substitute. Disallow any substitution. The injured goalkeeper must remain in the game. The defending team shall forfeit. If you said to allow the substitution, you are correct. According to the rules, a goalkeeper substitution is permitted during a penalty corner in the event of injury or suspension. Once the new goalkeeper is ready, resume play with the continuation of the penalty corner. Field players, however, may not substitute until the penalty corner has been completed. This ensures proper game flow while prioritizing player safety.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. Postseason play is upon us. Boys soccer districts will get started on Wednesday, October 8th. The brackets for each of the 4 divisions were released on Sunday, and each district is seeded using the Michigan Power Rating. Brackets and team info is all available at MHSAA.com. 16 district winners in each division will advance to regionals, which start October 21st. 2 rounds of regionals will get us to the semifinals on Wednesday, October 29th. And all 4 finals are on Saturday, November 1st, hosted at Grand Ledge High School. Division 4 will kick us off at 10 a.m., followed by Division 3 at 12:30, Division 2 at 3:30, and the day ends with Division 1 starting at 6 p.m. Muskegon Western Michigan Christian will be out to win a 4th straight D4 title. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep is set to defend its D3 title. Warren De La Salle Collegiate captured the Division 2 title last year. And Rochester Adams is looking to win its third Division I title in 4 years. Tickets for the soccer postseason can be purchased at gofan.co, and you can watch on the NFHS network. A subscription is just $13.99 a month or $79.99 for the year. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Thank you, John Ross. We are back for the second half. DeWitt 51, Holt 0. It is hard to describe how lopsided that first half was. But I think one first half stat will communicate more or less what we're looking at. DeWitt had a total of 408 offensive yards, 370 total rushing and passing yards. Holt, -9 total offensive yards, 4 combined rushing and passing yards. Seven drives for the Panthers, 7 touchdowns. The last drive, they were on the doorstep, but stopped short of the goal line and let the clock expire. So let's get the second half underway. DeWitt's going to kick off right to left across your screen. We're in a running clock situation, so the second half is going to go pretty quickly. Probably going to see a lot of the Panthers' backups. Ball is kicked away. Keller Williams on the return. Up over the 20, cuts it back over the 25, sheds the tackle, still going 30, 35 down the sideline and forced out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Receives the ball, brings it up to about the 38-yard line.
So the clock is in fact running.
Right out of bounds. There by number 20.
You're watching this week. You are watching our MHSAA Game of the Week on OEM TV, presented by the Robert Dowding Group of Keller Williams Realty. The Robert Dowding Group spends a lot of time working in different communities, but the message is always the same. The housing market is hot, it's complicated, and it's complex. So what can you do? Work with a real estate professional who is understanding, patient, and dedicated to working with you, not through you. That real estate agent is Mid-Michigan's own Robert Dowding at Keller Williams Realty. If you're buying, selling, or unsure of what to do next, the Robert Dowding Group will help you take the time to help you achieve your next step. Find them on Facebook at the Robert Dowding Group, or call them at 517-853-6390. That's 517-853-6390. On the carry for the Rams, Logan Padgett, his first carry of the ball game, picks at 3 yards. We're going to see some backups in for the Rams as well, it seems. 10:43 to go, third quarter. We're going to see that clock run. We got a backup quarterback in the game in here for the Rams as well. 2 receivers, 2 running backs. The handoff to Padgett again around the left side. Going to get hit and dropped at the 40-yard line. In the game at quarterback, Latarian Perkins.
Logan Padgett carrying the ball for the Rams once again.
3rd down and 7 coming up.
Right down there by number 14, Mitchell LaRocha. It is 3rd down for Holt.
We do have other scores from around the area. We will get those to you now. East Lansing losing to Davison 35-14 in the second quarter. Grand Ledge leading Everett 16-8 at halftime. That is a good one. We'll keep an eye on how that one goes. Williamson leading Hazlitt 14-0 at halftime. Fowlerville over Eastern 15-8 at halftime there. At halftime in St. John's, Mason leads 21-6. Perkins takes the snap, rolls to his right. Stiff arms, running, still running. Got to get rid of it. Does. Throws, got a man. It is incomplete. He had a man open.
Jerry Perkins pass. Ball's incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Hudson Wells. Wells couldn't track it down. And the punt team will come on. Finishing up the rest of those scores, Olivet leads Eaton Rapids 49-7 at halftime. Portland over Lansing Catholic 41-0. Bath leads Perry 20-14. And Fowler leads Dansville 39-0. Punt is away. Another deep kick and be fair caught at the 23-yard line. Not an easy catch from Landon Kearns.
Line number 13. Landon Kearns. We have a flag on the play.
And there is a flag down. This will be the worst starting field position of the day for the Panthers. It looks like it's going to get a little bit worse. They're going to pace off a holding. With the clock continuing to run with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tanuki's Trading Post is Lansing's anime store located at 1910 East Michigan Avenue in Lansing. Tanuki's Trading Post is the best place in Lansing to find Gundam models and build kits, anime figures and merchandise, manga, trading card games, and of course, their collection of anime soundtracks on vinyl. Tanuki's is a friendly and inviting place where everyone is welcome. Events and build days are happening all the time. Open from 12 to 9 every day but Wednesday. Tanuki's Trading Post at 1910 East Michigan in Lansing. Come for the anime, stay for the shenanigans. DeWitt on their first snap. Around the left side, Caden Martin Seymour is taking it all the way. 88 yards, and the Panthers add another. Just like in the first half, the Panthers start by going the distance. And the extra point team will come on. I'm playing O Fortuna over the loudspeakers. I don't know if that's what I would be picking as the home PA. Snap, good, spot down, kick is good. It's now 58-0. And Vincent Rose is 8 of 8 on PATs. The clock continues to run here, under 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. It's cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. We alluded to a big weekend in sports coming up, and it starts tomorrow in Major League Baseball. The American League and National League Divisional Series starting at 2:08. We got Cubs Brewers at 4:08, Yankees Blue Jays 6:38, Dodgers Phillies, and at 8:38 Tigers Mariners. The final 8 teams in the quest for World Series bids. The action all starts tomorrow. Obviously, most of you will be most interested in Tigers Mariners. My Blue Jays will start at 4 o'clock. I will be doing play-by-play for a Michigan State women's hockey game tomorrow. MSU Division II taking on Aurora live from Munn Ice Arena. You can attend the game for free, or you can listen free on our OEM broadcasting channel, which is also where the archive of this game will be. So if you want to go back and watch the highlights, you can do so by clicking the link to our archive right below this video stream. A line drive kick taken by Williams inside the 5, return up to the 30, and he'll be spun around at the 31-yard line and taken down there. And that's where the Rams will begin.
Mason Rose kick goes to Michael Williams. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line of Holt, first and 10.
So they'll start him at the 30-yard line after the return. College football resuming tonight, late night, West Virginia at BYU at 10:30. Wisconsin at Michigan tomorrow. Snap handoff over the right side, gaining a yard. Michigan State on the road at Nebraska.
Hudson Wells carrying the ball for the Rams. Gain of 2. Here's a second down.
So gain of 2 on the run. Going to rate 2nd and 8. We are firmly into running clock territory. They are running the clock regardless of stoppages, changes of possession. There might have been a conversation between the coaches. They want this game over. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. They are just going to let this clock move. Keeping it himself is Perkins over the 35 to the 37-yard line, gaining 4 on the run. Terrian Perkins with his first carry of the ball game.
Keeps the ball for the run. Brought down by number 14, Mitchell Rocha.
Then, of course, on Sunday, Lions back in action, 4:25. They get to play the Bengals, who are not looking good at all. Joe Burrow might be out for the season now. And the Bengals, very much like they're already starting to pack it in. Lions on a 3-game winning streak after that season-opening loss to Green Bay. Handoff right side, trying to bounce it outside. He's Braden Oglesby. Oglesby down the sideline, gets tripped up, shoestring tackle at the 45-yard line by Kurtz. Oglesby falls forward to the 42-yard line, gain of 20 on the run. And that will finally put the Rams, they're going to spot it back at the 45-yard line. They'll be a gain of 17 then. Still, it puts the Rams permanently into positive offensive yards for the game that it almost took 3 quarters to get there. A truly bizarre game we have seen tonight. 2 minutes to go in the third. Offset pistol to the right. Perkins takes the snap, handoff right side. Oglesby slips, regains his balance, and finds a yard. Oglesby, 3 carries for 20 yards. Both teams trying to get their guys some run. Almost treating it like a JV game. We're going to see a lot of fifth quarter guys, I assume, here in about 90 more seconds. Ball on the 44-yard line as the Rams try to find some offense, get into the end zone at least once. Gabriel Badawi is lined up in the slot on the left side. Perkins in the shotgun, got a running back on either side, takes the snap, fakes the give, gets outside the rush, cuts it up at the 40, lost the football. It's on the ground. Who's got it? I think Holt does. I think it was Badawi who fell on it at the 36-yard line.
Fumbled, but recovered by number 17.
Big recovery from Badawi to keep the ball for the Rams. Under a minute to go in the third. In the shotgun, Perkins. Handoff, right side. Stonewalled at the line of scrimmage is Padgett, maybe a yard, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. We are Open-Ended Media, Michigan's full-service media company and official broadcast provider of the Capital Diamond Classic, Michigan State Women's Hockey, Red Cedar FC, Major League Indoor Soccer, and the Detroit Mechanics Ultimate Frisbee Squad. If your team or event needs a broadcast, whether it's a multi-camera setup with graphics or a simple audio play-by-play call, Open-Ended Media is here to help. Reach out at broadcasting@openendedmedia.com. We're going to say Padgett got just enough to move the sticks on that run. So we're going to flip the field, and we're going to run this fourth quarter.
Michaela Alexander.
DeWitt, 58, Holt 0. 12 minutes to go on OEM TV.
Myra Evans.
We've always said that sportsmanship is the golden rule in action, but why should it stop when the game's over? Now more than ever, we need to respect each other and treat each other with common decency, not only between the lines, but outside the lines in our daily lives. In sports and in life, nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. All right, so you're Chad Folk. You're down 58-0. You got 12 minutes to go. You got the backups in the game. You have reached the point tonight where you are just trying to get these guys some good reps. You have to find a way to wash the stink off this game because you have meaningful games coming up. You got Waverly next week, Everett, and then East Lansing. The playoffs are very, very much in play for you. Flags fly after the handoff to Padgett goes in nowhere. We'll see what that's for.
Raylan Oglesby carries for the Rams.
Holt coming into tonight ranked number 33 in playoff points in Division I. So on the bubble, face mask on DeWitt is going to give the Rams a first down. And they'll be in the red zone for the first time tonight with the line of scrimmage at the 19-yard line. But yeah, Waverly is your get-right game if you're Holt. Waverly's not been good, much as it pains me to say it. Warriors are not very good this season, and Holt should beat them. So an opportunity to get right, get back above 500, but then Everett and East Lansing, as that throw is over the head of Badawi in the end zone.
Perkins intended for number 17, Gabriel Badawi. Is incomplete. It is second down for the Rams in 10.
So still everything to play for if you're the Rams, but you have to find a way to get rid of this feeling. Next week again against Waverly might be a good opportunity to do that. On the DeWitt side, you are the favorite in all of your games the rest of the way. You got Grand Ledge, Okemos, and Everett. Grand Ledge and Everett might test you. So 9-0 is not a lot. Handoff up the middle. Nothing there for Padgett. Third down and 10 coming up. But the Panthers want the best seed they can get. They want home field advantage as long as they can get it in the playoffs.
9 for the Rams.
They think that Ford Field beckons. They've got the squad to do it. They're definitely one of the best in this area. Perkins takes the snap, fakes the give, moving to his left, going to get dragged down back at the 24-yard line. Loss of 5, and now
Perkins right down the backfield.
You might send the field goal unit out there. You've got Jack Fisher, whose long this season is 41. It looks like they are going to leave the offense on the field. Fisher's standing on the sideline in his helmet with 9:25 and counting to go in the fourth quarter. Scoreboard says third down, but the down marker says fourth. Line to gain is the 9. You're at the 23-yard line. It'd be a 40-yard kick from here on the left hash. You can see Jack Fisher down there talking to a coach. I think he wants a shot at this, but Rams going to leave the offense on the field. Perkins takes the low snap, can't get it off the ground. He's going to just have to jump on it, and I think the Panthers recovered it regardless. Doesn't matter. It was fourth down. Perkins does jump on the football, but it doesn't matter. Loss of 6.
And Holt turns over and down, so it is DeWitt Panther ball.
So the turnover on downs will give the ball back to DeWitt with 8:38 to go in this fourth quarter.
We're on 27-yard line, first to 10 for DeWitt.
Open-Ended Media isn't just your friendly neighborhood broadcast partner. We're also the area's premier real estate and event media company. If you're preparing your home for the housing market, let OEM make your listing shine with the very best photos, drone aerials, 3D tours, floor plans, and video walkthroughs in the state. If you need photography or videography for your event, Open-Ended Media can do that for you as well. As down the sideline goes Deccan Dowdy inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. DeWitt's offense is so good I can't even get my ad reads in.
Carey receives the ball.
O&M Media can do that for you too. Graduations, senior photos, parties, corporate gatherings, and more. Check out our 360 photo booth, perfect for any special occasion. For more information, email us photos@openendedmedia.com. Deck and Dowdy, 35 yards on the run. 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Griffin Brayman's still in at quarterback for the Panthers. Snap. Give. Dowdy up the middle. Great push from the offensive line. He's up to the 34-yard line. Pick up a 5. As the clock continues to wind, 7.25 to go.
There's the ball for the Panthers for 5 yards. Right down by 74. Getting Schultz of the Rams. It is second down.
Lining up in another heavy set, running it himself, is the quarterback Brayman. He's going to go to the 33, pick up a yard. That'll bring up third down. Located in downtown Mason, Keen's Store Company is a store with just a little bit of everything. From fine clothing and quirky candies, Keen's is meant to feel comfortable, friendly, and down home. Open 7 days a week. Keen's is the perfect getaway when needing a little bit of me-time retail therapy. With great customer service and an unparalleled attention to detail, Keen's is where you need to be when you want to be you again. Third down and 4. Ball on the 33-yard line to gains of 29. As we approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter, it's all academic from here. The snap, the handoff, up the middle, going to get met in the hole, trying to bounce him outside, staying with the play at the 31-yard line and dragging him down is Logan Padgett. Dowdy on the carry brings up fourth down.
Logan Padgett of the Rams. It is fourth down and 2 for the Panthers.
They're going to leave Brayman and the offense out there. Brayman and Dowdy. Direct snap to Dowdy up the middle. First down and more. Down inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line. Gain of 9 on the run.
Deacon Dowdy carries the ball. Stop at number 35.
We got an update from the Hazlitt-Williamson game. The Vikings have scored. Corey Amakri punching one in from 2 yards out, cutting that game to a 14-7 deficit.
First and 10.
No further updates on Grand Ledge Everett. Still 16-8 at halftime is the most recent score we have from them. Under 5 to go here. 58-0 Panthers. Up the gut. Off the handoff from Brayman. Bouncing off a tackle.
Dowdy carries the ball.
Dowdy again inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Pick up a 6. Dowdy 57 yards on 5 carries.
It is second down and 5.
The young man getting some senior run here, some senior team run. Four minutes to go. Three receiver set for the Panthers. Brayman takes the snap, hands off, up the middle, and there's no room for Dowdy that time. Gets maybe a yard.
Dowdy carrying the ball once again for the Panthers.
And that'll bring up third down and a long 3, we'll call it.
Right down there by 68.
Go over here, Dave. You gotta come out and do some footage with me. Come do some footage at the dealership. Yes, that's it online.
Yeah.
Oh, so you say it and then it...
3 receiver set out of the shotgun. Brayman takes the snap, handoff up the middle, trying to bounce it outside. Good broken tackle inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line goes Dowdy.
Dowdy carries the ball for the Panthers. It is first and goal for
They'll bring
DeWitt.
up first and goal with under 3 minutes to go, but realistically, the Panthers could now just run the ball up the gut 3 times, and that would run out the clock if they took all 40 seconds, because the Rams are not going to try to stop this clock. You can snap this with just about 2 minutes to go. And it looks like they are going to be in victory formation, so they're going to take this snap as close to 2 minutes as they can. At 2:13, they'll take the first knee. So they're not going to be able to run all of the clock off perfectly, but they're going to get pretty close. And honestly, it's not going to matter because as soon as they take that third knee, the clock is going to continue to run. So still working out where we're going to be next week, but in 2 weeks, we'll actually have this Holt team again as they take on Everett in Lansing. So be sure to join us for that one. If you're a Holt fan, you can join us again to watch what should be a very good and very important game for both these teams as they try to shore up their playoff situations. Everett coming in tonight 4-1, ranked number 11 in Division II. They were losing to Grand Ledge last time we checked. As the Panthers run out the final minute and change on a decisive win here in Holt, a game that we thought was definitely going to be more competitive than it was. The Panthers, back-to-back blowouts. They knock off EL by 45 a week ago, or by 51 a week ago. They're going to beat Holt by 58 tonight. That's going to be all she wrote. The Panthers will probably take one more knee because they'll technically have to. It'll be a turnover on downs, but the clock, again, will continue to run, so it's not going to matter. Holt drops to 3-3 on the year. DeWitt goes to 6-0, and Holt, again, everything to play for. They got 3 important games coming up, all of them winnable. We'll see them again in 2 weeks at Everett.
For the game.
There's your final kneel down, and that is your ball game.
DeWitt Panthers 58, Holt Rams 0. Thank you so much for joining us.
DeWitt 58, Holt 0 is your final score. Thank you so much for joining us on OEM TV. For my camera operator, Marquise Murray, I'm Colton Wesley. Thank you for joining us. Once again, your final score. DeWitt 58, Holt 0. You've been watching the MHSAA Game of the Week, presented by the Robert Dowding Group at Keller Williams Realty on OpenEddyMedia.com.